I'm coming at you from the freeway, which is incredibly busy, and hopefully it's okay that I'm recording this because I don't know how legal this is. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about what to do if you're feeling insecure about your writing. So, I love to write. Makes me happy. It's one of my joys. One of my passions. Makes me just feel all alive. It lights up my soul. Anyway, but sometimes, your girl gets a little insecure. Might feel a little like, is this good enough to put out into the world? So I have 3 items of thought to toss at you. So numero uno is you can always get better. That's the cool thing about anything that requires a modicum of talent is you can always get better. So I would suggest just write a ton. Write all the time. Write a lot. Be like Alexander Hamilton. That really made me want to start singing. I'm not going to do that to you. Practice. Because when you find yourself getting better at something, it can definitely give you a little pride, give you a little boost, and that's exciting. So do that. Write a whole bunch. Because I know I was looking back at something I had written probably more than 10 years ago, and at the time I was like, oh, this is so good, this is so amazing, I'm doing such a great job, and I'm like reading it, and I'm like, okay, this is good, but it's so dramatic. Like everything that happens, the characters have so many feelings, and I'm like, wow, like I was probably like extra, not probably, I was extra angsty when I was like younger. So it's something I still plan on publishing, just with a lot of editing and kind of toning it down a little bit. So thought number 2, I'm sure it's in my head somewhere. Yep, now I remember, is that, okay, to preface it, so my mate and I have a phrase or a description that we call bad good. So like a movie can be bad good. Like it's a movie that's not very great. Like the quality's not particularly good, or it's kind of dumb, but it's still good. Like you enjoy it, like you understand, like this isn't going to be winning, an Oscar or anything, but it's still just a good old time. And there are tons of books that are bad good. So let's say you might not write the most beautiful, eloquent prose on the planet, but your book is just a fun time, or it's a cool escape, or it's like sexy, or whatever sort of thing you're trying to go for. It might be bad good, and that might be okay. I feel like that's terrible advice, but I know I have read stuff that's not the best quality, but I love it anyway, or I just find so much joy. So I'm like, you might not necessarily have to be the next big, super fancy person. You can just put out stuff that just makes people's day better in some sort of way, and that's a good thing. I don't know. And my third thing is that you can edit. That is the really special thing about writing, is that you can always make it better. So sometimes I'm just really struggling with a scene for whatever reason. Things aren't coming to me. So I just kind of like pound it out. I'm just like, and just vomit upon the page, just so that I can get it out there and get moving and get out of some sort of writer's block space. And then I come back and I make it better. Just edit the ever-loving crap out of that. Also, I have a really weird tendency of writing long, awkward, chunky sentences. I do not know why. I just do. It's kind of bad. And I can go in and I can fix that. And sometimes I still might leave a sentence kind of awkward, and that's going to happen. So on that note, also, don't let perfectionism keep you completely stuck. Because, you still want stuff to sound good. You don't want to put, like, pure crap out there that's, like, so bad no one can even get through it. You want to make sure, it's quite extensively edited and have somebody help you, because you will miss something, even if you read through it, like, 12 times. I should know. Or many more times than that. But, yep. Have an editor. Even if it's just a friend that you take out for dinner for reading your stuff. Which is what I do. But yes, so those are my tips, and I hope you find confidence in yourself to reach your writing dreams.